Hey, what's up guys, this is DarkArmedAlliance, and today I'm going to be doing an updated version of my Brotherhood of the Firefist, aka the Brofist deck. So, we're going to be doing an updated version of this, and it's really fun, really kind of old school deck, fan favorite deck. I really need to get some ultimate rare Brofist bears. Like, I keep eyeing them on Amazon because they're super cheap right now, but let's get into this, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell down there so you can become a part of the notification squad, and let's get straight on into this deck profile. So first off, we're going to play 3 copies of Brotherhood of the Firefist Bear. This card's really good, and kind of like the all-star of the deck. Once per turn, you can, if this card inflicts damage to your opponent, you can set one fire formation, spell, or trap card directly from your deck, and then once per turn, you can send a face-up fire formation, spell, or trap from your you control to the grave, and then target one monster on the field and destroy that target. So it's really good. Then I play 1 copy of Gorilla. Gorilla's effect is kind of the same, but once per turn, when this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the grave, you can set 1 fire formation, spell, or trap directly from your deck, and then its other effect is kind of like Bear. You can send a fire formation, spell, or trap card you control to the grave to target 1 spell or trap your opponent controls and destroy it. So Bear destroys monsters, Gorilla destroys spell or traps. Then I played 2 copies of Brotherhood of the Firefist Dragon. I love Dragon. He has awesome artwork, and like he's my favorite of them all. His effect is kind of like Monster Reborn. Once per turn, if you activate a fire formation, spell, or trap card, you can set 1 fire formation trap directly from your deck, which is super cool. And then once per turn, you can send 2 fire formation, spell, or traps to your grave. Then you get to target 1 fire formation or Firefist monster in your grave and then special summon that target, which is cool because he's kind of like Monster Reborn, like I said. Then I play 3 copies of Coach Soldier Wolfbark. This card's really good to help link summon and kind of synchro summon. You can target 1 level 4 Fire Beast Warrior monster in your grave and special summon it in face-up defense position, and its effects are negated. But that's not that big of a deal because like you get him out on the field and you overlay with whatever you got. So, or you link away whatever you got, but he's essentially like a 2-card summon. So that's why we play him. Then I played 2 copies of Brotherhood of the Firefist Rooster. Rooster's effect is that when this card is special summoned by the effect of a Firefist monster, you can add a Firefist monster from your deck to your hand. And then his other effect is that once per turn, you can send 1 face-up fire formation, spell, or trap to the grave, and then set a fire formation from your deck directly from your deck, which is super good and super cool. Then I play 3 copies of Brotherhood of the Firefist Spirit. Brotherhood of the Firefist Spirit is really good in this deck. When it's normal summoned, you can special summon 1 level 3 fire monster with 200 or less defense, which is our Brotherhood of the Firefist Rooster. You can special summon them from the deck in face-up defense position, and if you do, you can only attack with Beast Warrior monsters for the rest of the turn, which is not that big of a deal because everything is a Beast Warrior in this deck. Then I played 1 copy of the Brotherhood of the Firefist Raven. Now, the reason I'm playing Raven is kind of interesting. If this card is sent from the field to the grave, you can set 1 fire formation, spell, or trap directly from your deck. Face-up fire formation, spell, or traps you control cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. The reason I play Raven is because if you link him away, you essentially get a free like set Tenki or Tensu, and so that's why I play 1 copy of him, and he's really easy to get out because you just like normal summon him and he's there. And that's why I only play 1 of, because he's searchable when you need a different, like if you draw a Tenki and you don't have the one you want, he's essentially like a free fire formation searcher. So that's why I play 1 copy. Then I play 3 copies of Brotherhood of the Firefist Leopard. Leopard is during your main phase. If this card was normal or special summon, you can tribute 1 Firefist monster. Usually you're going to tribute him to set a fire formation, spell, or trap card directly from your deck. Side note, I misquoted, guys. Brotherhood of the Firefist Spirit special summons from the graveyard, so that's why you special summon Leopard out. So you summon Spirit and then summon Leopard and then synchro them to make Horse Prince, and then after you make Horse Prince, you summon out your you summon out your Rooster, and then Rooster gets you another card, and then it plays and plays and plays. But I misquoted. He doesn't summon from the deck, he summons from the grave. So, excuse me. Then for the other cards that I play in this deck, the last two Firefist monsters, that is 2 copies of Brotherhood of the Firefist Coyote. This card is essentially like a Cyber Dragon. It helps us link, and that's why I play it. And plus, it's a good 2,000 body to have on the field. If you control a Firefist spell or trap, and no monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand. So, like, if you draw this in the first turn, you can essentially just special summon it out right off the bat, and it's super easy to summon. Then I play, so it can help us with our synchro plays, I play 3 copies of Red Resignator. Red Resignator is kind of like a staple in this deck at this point. When it's normal summon, you can special summon 1 level 4 or lower monster from your hand, and when this card is special summoned, you can target 1 monster on the field, gain life points equal to that attack. Basically, it's just a tuner that lets you special summon out a monster from your hand. You can also link with it. Like, I find myself doing, like, special summoning this, normal summoning Red Resignator, and then, like, going from there by normal summoning out, like, a bear with it, like special summoning out bear with it, or something like that. So, that's it for the monsters, guys. Let's get into the spells, because we play quite a few spells in this deck. Really, really fun deck. I really enjoy this deck. Like, it's super cool. Like, and I love how they're, like, Chinese style. Like, that's really cool. So then we play 1 copy of Rekindling. The reason I play Rekindling is because we have so many monsters that have 200 defense or less, or with 200 defense. Like, you have Red Resignator that's a target, you have your leopards that are targets, and you have your Spirit, but I don't think you can special summon Spirit. You might not be able to special summon Spirit. I don't really remember. I have to look at it. And then Brotherhood of the Firefist Rooster is a target, but you have so many targets. Usually I don't target, like, Spirit anyways. Like, I target Rooster. That's my big card to target with this. I play 1 Monster Reborn. Monster Reborn just lets us bring back anything. 2 Cosmic Cyclones to banish my opponent's stuff. 1 Goku, or Goki. 1 Fire Formation. This Fire Formation, basically you target 1 set spell or trap card your opponent controls, and you basically lock it down where they can't activate it. So that's why I'm playing 1 copy of it. I've considered bumping it up to 2, but I'm only playing 1 right now. 3 Tensus. This gives you an additional normal summon. All the Fire Formation spells, by the way, let your monsters gain 100 attack. So if you stack them, they can gain up to 500 attack, which is pretty cool. This gives you an additional normal summon, and then 3 copies of Tinky. Tinky lets you search a Beast Warrior type monster that's level 4 or lower from your deck to your hand, which is really, really cool. But that's it for the spells, guys. Like I said, pretty self-explanatory with the spells. The traps, they're pretty generic, but we'll get into those. So, for the traps, we are playing 2 copies of Solemn Strike, and a Warning. I don't play Judgment because it pays a lot of life points to activate Judgment. I know it's live at all times in the game, but I don't play Judgment in here. I couldn't really find the room. 1 copy of Tinky, or Tekken. Tekken's effect is that you activate only during your main phase 1. When this card is activated, you get to target a Beast Warrior type monster you control, and during this phase, its effects are negated. Also, it's unaffected by effects of cards other than this card. So, like, it protects your monsters, like, totally protects them, which is really, really cool. And then all Beast Warrior type monsters on the field gain 300 attack. All the traps let them gain 300 attack. And then 2 copies of Tenzin. Tenzin, the reason I play this is when this card is activated, you get to target a Beast Warrior type monster you control, and it gains 700 until the end phase. And it also gains an additional 300 because it lets them all gain 300. So it's essentially like a 1,000 point boost for 1 monster. So that's why I play this. It's really, really, really good. But that's it for the main deck. Let's get into the extra deck. Also, side note, these are all targets for your dragon to set. So for the extra deck, I'm playing 2 copies of Horse Prince, which is super easy to synchro off. I kind of already explained this effect. When you synchro summon, you can special summon a level 3 or lower, or level 3 fire monster from your deck. But you can't special summon level 5 or higher monsters for the rest of the turn. 1 Vulcan the Divine, because he bounces stuff, and so that's why we play him. 2 copies of Brotherhood of the Firefist Tiger King. I know they're platinum rares. I need to play ultra rares, but I don't have them, so I just play the platinums because I bought a heck of a load of 10s. If you guys have been around the channel a long time, you know I bought the 2014 Mega 10s like crazy, and so I kind of play these for like the memorabilia of when my channel first started. But this card's effect is when this card is exercised E-summon, you get to set 1 Fire Formation spell or trap card directly from your deck. And then once per turn, you can detach material from this card, negate the effects of all face-up effect monsters currently on the field, except Beast Warrior type monsters. And then until the end of your opponent's turn, when this card is sent to the field to the graveyard, you can send 3 Fire Formation spell or trap cards you control to the graveyard. Special summon 2 level 4 or lower Beast Warrior monsters from with the same attack from your deck in face-up defense, which is pretty cool. And then I play a Castel to bounce, Baguska because it's plan B, Borreload because it's like the biggest, baddest rank 4 of them all, or link 4 of them all. Summon Sorceress because it helps us get into our Horse Prince. Speaking of horses, we play Nightmare Unicorn, Cerberus, Phoenix because these are like really, really good. Firefighting Durham Doll because like it was made for Firefist. I think like I really think that Konami made that card in thinking of Firefist, because its effect is this card gains 100 attack for each Beast Warrior and Wing Beast monster on the field, and then once per turn you can target 1 spell or trap on the field, destroy target 1 spell or trap on the field, destroy them, which is pretty cool. And when this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can target one Beast Warrior, Beast, or Wing Beast monster that is banished or in your grave and added to your hand, which is pretty cool. I really, really like this card. And then we play 2 copies of Doolittle Chimera because it makes them all gain 500 attack. These monsters, like your Firefist monsters, can get really, really big with your Tenkis, Tensus, Tencent, and all those Fire Formations, plus your Doolittle Chimera. Like, they can gain a lot of attack points, and they can be really big, and that's like kind of like the big point of this deck is to get Doolittle Chimera out on the field and then like boost all their attack. But that's it, guys, for the deck. I hope you guys enjoyed that deck. I really enjoyed taking this deck profile. It's a lot of fun. This deck like spams monsters like crazy, but like really one of my fan favorite decks of all time. So anyways, guys, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell to indicate that the Fire Nation is attacking. So guys, I'll see you guys in the next video. See you around, guys. Fire Nation forever.